There we go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mulu Trading was taking over the storm in Johannesburg. Yes, it was taking over the storm in Johannesburg. The owner of Mulu Trading used to come on a Zoom. He was a very giant person with big muscles, and he was having a deep voice. So when he comes on the Zoom, he would say, "You that I'm looking at, you can be." Ladies and gentlemen, this guy was having a very deep voice, and he would come on the Zoom with his muscles. He would say, if you are having, yes, he could say, where you are coming from does not matter. But I want to tell you that you can be the breakthrough of your family. When it comes to Bitcoin, I am the guy. So he was very powerful. Yes, he was having a very deep voice. So one day, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, he went with his family to Dubai for a holiday. He went with his family to Dubai for a holiday. While he was there, he did a Zoom presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, he showed us how beautiful money can buy. Yes, he showed us how beautiful it was to make money. So he came on the Zoom. Then he said, this week I'm running a promotion. While he was in Dubai, showing us very beautiful scenery in Dubai, telling us that this week I'm running a promotion. If you are going to invest $1,000, I am going to give you $15,000 by Friday this week. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to know what happened. You don't want to know what happened. $1,000, $15,000 at the end of the week. We used to get paid every Friday. Friday was a paid day. Friday was a paid day ready for the weekend. So you needed to have some cash, ladies and gentlemen. So the guy is saying 1,000, 15,000. 1,000, 15,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that week, people, they went crazy. The money that they got paid, they could not use it. They were like, let me put it. Ladies and gentlemen, people, they did put money. Ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? Friday came. We did not hear from the guy. Friday came. His technical team that he used to pay people was no longer there. Friday came. Ladies and gentlemen, all the WhatsApp groups were taken over by administrators. Yes, you could not type a message in the WhatsApp group. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that Friday did not come until today. I am not sure whether the guy came back from Dubai. I don't know. But what I know is that my money was gone. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to make money? This Friday is the day. Do you want to make money? This Friday is the day. That was the rhythm, ladies and gentlemen. So the lady who introduced me to this business, after a week, she came to my inbox and said, Mopewa, do you know there is another platform? I'm like, hey. I have just lost money. Can you allow me to mourn first? I have not even mourned. Please allow me to mourn. He said, no, there is a business. Yes, Friday was kidnapped. It did not come. Friday was kidnapped. It never come. Yes. So the lady said, there is a business. In this business, you don't give your money to the trading platform. And I just want you to know that you can just join the WhatsApp group. Don't invest. Join the WhatsApp group. Don't invest. Attend the business presentation. Then you're going to choose yourself whether you are going to join or you don't join. But one thing, you do not give your money to anyone. So I was like, seriously? All right. So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have knowledge, you will think that if I do not give them my money, how are they going to make money for me? Yes. How are they going to make money for me, I did not know that you can make money by yourself, ladies and gentlemen. So it happened. It happened, ladies and gentlemen, that I had a link to this group. I joined. While I was weeping for my money that was lost, I had to be very, very focused on this one because I didn't want my money to go as well. So they said in this platform, you do not deposit your capital to the platform. Yes, but there is a price that you're going to pay. And this price that you're going to pay once, but you're going to use the platform for 1 full year. I was like, okay, all right. So they said, when you bring somebody, yes, when you recommend somebody, you are going to get paid. Okay, I said, okay, this is not the time to refer anybody because I'm not sure about myself. So there's no need to bring anybody. So ladies and gentlemen, the day came when I allowed my fear to leave me. Yes, I allowed my fear to go. I mourned and I say, enough is enough. Let me carry on. Life goes on, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you who are here have lost money in other platforms? How many of you who are here are still mourning? Probably you have just lost money. I am here to give you hope that in the 21st century, there is a blockchain miracle, a business that does not allow you to deposit your money on the platform. Since then, I did not look back. 2021 October, ladies and gentlemen, I jumped in this boat and I did not leave until today. I want to tell you that the business that I'm going to share with you, it is a business that you are not going to regret. It is a business that you're going to go to bed not having worries that if I woke up in the morning, is the platform, is the app going to open on my phone? It is a business, ladies and gentlemen, that will dignify you as a human being. It is a business that you are going to be respected of. It is a business where when you decided to recommend it to anyone, nobody will come and knock at your door and say, what happened to the platform? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share my screen. I want to take you through this business opportunity that has been changing a lot of lives across the globe. The 21st century blockchain miracle. Yes, that is the reason why I am here, like I am making noise. But I want you to understand that it is a business that I am not ashamed of, that to preach to the entire world. I'm so glad today that my great upline, yes, my grand upline in the business is here. Yes, is here. She is joining us from Oracle in Dubai. Yes. My grand upline is joining us from Oracle in Dubai. She is here with me. So I'm so humbled that she is listening to me. Yes. She is here. She is here. I don't want to mention her name, but she is joining us from Oracle in Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share my screen as we get into the business of the day. Allow me to share it from my other gadget here. I love to share it on this one because I've got a lot of information, right? So let me share on this other gadget and then we are able to go through the business presentation. Who is ready? Who is ready? Who is ready? As I'm preparing myself to share my screen. Yes, 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 yes. I'm joining with this other gadget. Let me do this. Let me do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do this. Then we get to the business of the day.
Recording in progress.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are able to hear me from the other side. Can I test my microphone? Am I loud and clear? Please check. Am I loud and clear? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can I have a yes if I'm loud and clear? Can you hear me if I'm loud and clear? Can you hear me if I'm loud and clear? Okay, all right. So let me share my screen so that we do justice to this business presentation. Okay. Yes, we move. Yes. I see a great man from Namibia joining us here. Right. Yes. So we move. Let me share my screen. And we get into the business of the day. All right, yes, let me share my screen here so that we get into the business of the day. All right, since I'm loud and clear, there is no need to waste more time. Let me share my screen. Okay, here we are. 1, 2, screen sharing. 1, 2, screen sharing. Okay, all right. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, screen sharing. Here we go. Okay, so let me bring my slides over here. Very important. Okay, if my screen is visible, kindly type a 1 in the chat. If my screen is visible, kindly type a 1 in the chat. If my screen is visible, thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, like what I have said to you, the 21st blockchain miracle, it is all about trading cryptocurrencies. So before I introduce the 21st blockchain miracle, allow me to define in a brief way about cryptocurrency, because we specialize in trading these cryptocurrencies. Right. So when we talk about cryptocurrency, we are looking at a valuable digital asset. This valuable digital asset, when it is being transacted, it is done through peer-to-peer, meaning person to person. Yes, you and me doing a transaction. And when we are doing this transaction, we don't need the presence of a middle person, which can be referred as a central oversight. Yes, you want to send money, and for you to send that money to wherever it needed to go, probably you may need a third party. Yes, you may need a third party so that it can help you to move that money from where you are to where you want the money to go. For example, Western Union. If you are sending money through Western Union, it means Western Union is a central oversight, right? It is a third party. You are hiring it to connect you to the destination where you want the money to go, because you cannot go there by yourself. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, when digital asset that has got value, when they are being transacted, there is no need to use Western Union for those transactions to happen. What makes these transactions to happen without the need of a central oversight? It is simply because there is a digital system that is called blockchain. On blockchain, transactions are verified in a millisecond. Not only transactions, but also on the blockchain, there is an information that you can store on it. Remember, this is a blockchain of many computers. You are looking at a system that stores information across many computers. What I'm simply saying to you is, if this is block A, and this is block B, and this is block C, right? Yes. So there is information that is on block A. Information has been stored on block A. The information that is on block A can also be accessed on block B, can also be accessed on block C. Yes, So if someone wants to attack block A, if someone wants to attack block A, block B and block C, they are going to be informed immediately about this attack. As a result, a security measure is going to be sent to block A to block this attack. That's why it is not easy for one to hack a blockchain system, because we are talking about computers. We are talking about information that is stored across many computers. So this makes the blockchain system very, very reliable. Not only reliable, but also secured. We are looking at the security of information. So cryptocurrencies, they run on this system called blockchain. Now, these cryptocurrencies can be used for transactions. You can buy with them. Yes, I'm so excited that right here in South Africa, you can buy a car at a garage using cryptocurrency. You can buy using Bitcoin. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there are some car garages that are accepting Bitcoin so that you can purchase a car. Can you imagine where we are? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is currently happening. So you can imagine 5 years from now. You can imagine 10 years from now. Yes, my understanding is also when you go to big stores like Pick and Pay, right, here in South Africa, you are able to buy groceries using crypto, ladies and gentlemen. So I am seeing that cryptocurrencies, it is also money in a digital form. You can use it to buy. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very amazing. Yes, it's very amazing. It's very wonderful to transact on a blockchain without you taking your money and giving it to a third party. And these transactions are done in the blink of an eye. So let us look at these cryptocurrencies. How much money is seated in all cryptocurrencies? That's what we call global crypto market cap. We cannot invite you to a business that has got no money. Ladies and gentlemen, when somebody invites you to a platform or to a business, you need to find out, is there money there? Yes. Do the business have money? How does the business sustain itself? Or probably they are looking for your money as well so that the business can be sustained. I want you to understand that the presentation I'm sharing with you, it is old as 2022, ladies and gentlemen. So around 2022, the global crypto market cap was sitting around $1 trillion. I want you to understand this is very, very important. Around 2022, after I joined the business in 2021, 2022, the market of crypto, it was sitting around $1 trillion. And on a daily volume, like transactions happening in 24 hours, it was sitting around $50 billion. That was a daily 24-hour volume. Now, you are going to be shocked that from $1 trillion, to till today, I want us to visit the current data so that we can compare and see, is this industry growing? Is this industry booming? Are people trusting this industry? I want you to answer these questions by yourself. So I'm taking you here. I do have my crypto corner here. So under my crypto corner, I do have CoinGecko as well as CoinMarketCap. You can visit these applications or you can go to their website. These are applications that are going to help you to track data when it comes to cryptocurrency market. So I'll just use one of these. I'll just tap on CoinGecko, right? I'm gonna just tap on CoinGecko. Let us look at the current data when it comes to the money that is sitting in all cryptocurrencies as we speak now. I said that around 2022, we were talking about $1 trillion. But today, the $1 trillion is no longer $1 trillion. This is the global market cap of cryptocurrencies, meaning the total amount of money that is available in all cryptocurrencies. This is $3.9 trillion, close to $4 trillion. Can you imagine from 2022? This is 2025, and we are talking about close to $4 trillion. When I was sharing, I said that in 2022, we were talking about $50 billion on a 24-hour trading volume. Yes, $50 billion. But today, can you look at this? This is the 24-hour volume. How much money is that? How much money is that on a daily basis? This is a 24-hour volume. $210 billion was transacted in the previous 24 hours. Can you believe that? That is a GDP of a certain country in Africa. $210 billion. That is a GDP, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if I may ask you a question, if so much money in the previous 24 hours was circulating in the market, people buying cryptocurrencies when prices are low, and then they sell them when prices are high. So much money. How much money could you have collected if you had access to this information that I'm sharing with you? How much money could you have collected? How much could you want to collect from $210 billion, 24-hour volume? $4 trillion. This is almost $4 trillion industry. If I can bet on you, this one I can do it. If I can bet on you, by the end of December this year, I see global market cap of cryptocurrency getting to over $5 trillion. I can bet. This one I can bet. Yes, December 2025, I'm seeing the market of crypto getting to over $5 trillion. This one I can bet. If someone want to compete with me, I am ready. I am ready. Because I know in 2022, it was $1 trillion. From 2022, 3 years later, we are talking about $4 trillion. So what makes this not to happen, ladies and gentlemen? So we are sharing a business where money is available. Are you looking for money? Are you looking for money? Are you looking for financial freedom? There is a business where buyers and sellers, they are available. If you want to become a buyer, sellers, they are ready to sell to you. When you decide to buy and you say, I want to sell, you don't need to look around. Sellers, they are already there waiting to buy from you. So we are in a business where sellers and buyers, they are available. Ladies and gentlemen, the question that you need to ask is that, how do I trade these cryptocurrencies? Because the reality is trading cryptocurrency is very risky. Yes, trading cryptocurrency is very risky because of its riskiness. You need to understand that there are people that are taking advantage of this. They tell you that trading is not easy, You need to hire an expert to trade for you. Yes. So you needed to hire a professional trader to trade for you, because trading cryptocurrency is very risky. Because of that, we have decided to take our money and give it to them. They tell us, you can buy this coin on our platform, you stake it for 3 years. Yes, but before 3 years, just 21 days, the platform closes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they are taking advantage because you don't have knowledge. You don't have knowledge, but you are hungry. You are sleeping without bread. So you are taking your last penny and saying, maybe tomorrow I can have enough bread. The unfortunate part is that you just land on these platforms that tell you, please invest on Monday, and then on Friday you get paid. You can even bring the school fees for your children, because Friday is a payday. You don't need to wait any longer. So you take the school fees of your children, you gamble with the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, you deposit, and then chai. Friday come, chai. Friday come, chai. The school fees is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Some we have gambled with the money for the landlord. We have gambled with money for the landlord. School fees for ourselves. We gambled with it. They told us Friday is a payday. Chai, come Friday. Chai, the money is gone. So I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, trading cryptocurrency is risky. But I'm so excited that tonight there will be no chai of your money. Tonight there will be no chai of your money. Even though you are a newbie, you don't have knowledge about trading, I am going to give you a platform that is not going to chai your money. I am going to show you a platform that you can use to trade, even if you are having small capital. But the goodness is that the money is in your own control. So yes, you can trade cryptocurrency even if you don't have knowledge on how to trade. No chai, ladies and gentlemen, no chai. Chai time is over, unless the way I am screaming to you, it is just entering from the other ear, it gets out of the other ear. Yes, you can still be chide. You can still be chide. If what I'm saying is entering to the other ear and it gets out to the other ear, then you are going to be chide, ladies and gentlemen. So let me show you a platform that you cannot think of, a platform that has changed people's lives, a platform that gives you power to have control over your money. Ladies and gentlemen, this platform, it uses artificial intelligence to trade. It does not allow you to give your money to them so that Friday come, you get paid. No, they said, trading cryptocurrency is in your own hands. We don't want your money. Stay with your money. So if you are here and you are looking for a platform where you're going to come and buy a package of $100, this is not the platform that I'm about to introduce to you. This platform does not sell packages. They do not sell packages. They don't tell you stake for 1 year, stake for 21 days, stake for 1 month. Then before 21 days, the platform closes. Ladies and gentlemen, what a sad note. I don't think it's necessary. After all this information, you keep on getting chide. It's not necessary, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to bring my slide here. I'm trying to bring my slide here. because I want to show you a platform where you deposit your money, you can go to bed and sleep, you can have good dreams without you thinking that if tomorrow I open that application, is it going to open? If tomorrow I try to log into that application, is it going to open? You are worried when you go to bed because you have deposited school fees. You are worried when you go to bed because you took the landlord's money. You are saying, just this week, next week is rent. Just this week, let me multiply this money for the landlord so that when I give him or her the share, I should also remain with a balance without knowing that the landlord, when he comes, he will find no money at all. The money has been chied. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 21st century blockchain miracle. Yes, there is a blockchain miracle because if there is a blockchain and there is a cryptocurrency, then there should be a platform called Royal Q. Royal Q is the icing on the cake of blockchain. Royal Q is the icing on the cake of cryptocurrency. No blockchain, no cryptocurrency, then we cannot enjoy the platform if Royal Q is not mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an AI, artificial intelligence trading platform. It uses intelligence. I'm going to tell you more. How does this intelligence of the robot is able to trade cryptocurrency for you without you handing over your money to this AI? Can you imagine a robot on your smartphone trading cryptocurrency without you looking at it 24/7, just like what other traders do? So this is the platform. It is called Royal. When this platform is trading cryptocurrency, it trades in your own exchange wallet. You need to understand this. This Royal Q robot, yes, it specializes in trading cryptocurrency, but it does not have access to your money inside your crypto exchange. So for you to be able to use this platform, you need to have what we call a digital bank account. Yes, a digital bank account. This digital bank account, it is in your own capacity to open it. So we do have a couple of them, not just a couple, but a lot of them. But out of all, they are just a handful that Royal Q is able to trade in them. Okay? So for you to use Royal Q robot, which is an AI, artificial intelligent robot, you're gonna need to have a digital bank account. Here in the digital bank account, that's where you deposit your capital. Then after depositing your capital, then you're gonna employ Royal Q to come inside here to do the buying and selling of cryptocurrency. When it buys and sells, it is going to leave your capital plus your profit in your own exchange. How does this happen? It is simply because before you start trading, you need to bind, which we call application programming interface. You are simply saying Royal Q, connecting it to your digital bank so that Royal Q is able to come here and do the activity of trading, which is buying and selling of cryptocurrency. But when it comes to withdraw, ladies and gentlemen, with Royal Q, dololo. When it comes to withdraw with Royal Q, dololo. Royal Q does not know how to withdraw. Yes, Royal Q does not know. Royal Q does not know. Yes, it has got no capacity. It has got no capacity to withdraw your capital. So it only buys and sells for you. The other thing that it does, remember, this is the crypto market. For one to be able to trade in it, they should have experience in understanding the market of crypto. Yes. So this royal Q, before it buys, it also monitors the market for you. Yes. How is the price of this coin going? That is monitoring. Yes. I saw somewhere today. I saw somewhere today when the price of another coin that people invested in, it moved from 100%. It moved from 100%, then it came to 5%. Ladies and gentlemen, it moved from 100%, it came to 5%. Now, people were asking, what should we do now? Since the price has moved from 100 to 5%, what should we do? Our money is inside it. Then I saw a response saying, keep monitoring. Somebody says, keep monitoring. They are telling a person who does not understand cryptocurrency. They are saying to a person who does not know how to analyze the crypto market, they are telling the person, keep monitoring. Monitoring what? Ladies and gentlemen, so I am so excited to tell you that there is a robot that monitors on your behalf. You don't need to keep your eyes on the market. The Royal Q robot monitors the price on your behalf. It sees positions when to buy and when to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful. Be careful out there. Be careful out there. People are so merciless. People are so merciless. They don't care. How did you get the money? They don't care in which house are you living in. They don't care whether in your stomach there is food. They don't care. But as long as they know that you have got money, ladies and gentlemen, they will do whatever it takes to get that money out of you. They will use a very sweet voice to attract you so that you can invest. So I'm saying, when you are investing on an online platform where you don't even know the CEO, whether there is a CEO or no, okay, yes, you are dealing with a platform that you don't even know whether it does have offices, like Mulu Trading. Mulu Trading was having offices in Johannesburg. Hey, you could go to Johannesburg. They tell you there are offices in Johannesburg. Ladies and gentlemen, you go to the building, you find there is security at the gate. You ask them, I'm coming to Mulu Trading offices. They ask you, what is that? In this building, we don't have Mulu Trading offices. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that this is online business. So be careful with your money. Yes. Now, let me take you here a bit. When this Royal Q robot is trading, when it is monitoring the market for you, you need to understand. You need to understand that it does not only monitor, but it has got a special market that it trades in inside your exchange wallet, right? Inside your exchange wallet. So when it comes to these wallets, there are so many of them. How I wish I could have shown you some. But let me take you here quickly. Let me just take you here so that you appreciate these crypto exchanges where you can you can rely on them in terms of their security. Yes, because these exchanges, they are the ones that are going to keep your capital. You're not going to give your money to Royal Q, a trading platform. No, your money will be in your exchange wallet. So I do have a couple of them here that I want you to see where Royal Q trades in. Here, we do have exchanges. These are crypto banks. So for you to be able to trade with Royal Q, you need to open one with these exchanges. What do you need for you to open? You're going to need your ID. They are going to ask your identity, right? Not only your identity, they're going to ask you about a selfie. Yes, they are going to ask you a selfie. After opening your account with your name, your surname, your address, proof of residence, and all that, then they're going to say, please give us your identity. So you are going to load an ID or a passport. After loading your ID or a passport, they verify it. Then they say, come on the camera. They will tell you, come on the camera. The platform has got a camera, not the camera on your phone. No, the platform has got an embedded camera, a camera that is inside. The moment you tap on it, it is going to capture your face. Then it is going to verify with the ID. This person whom we have captured the face, is it the person on the ID? Or probably someone has stolen someone's ID. You know, these days, people can steal ID, can steal a passport, and use it to open an account. But these platforms, they say, it does not end there. Once you give your identity, we want to see you in person, live. So they take your selfie so that they can verify. That gives them assurance that this person is not a robot, is a full human being and is out there. That is the security of these banks. Not these banks that you are giving me here. The LB bank, the OB bank, the what bank. Hi. I don't trust those banks, so I don't trust those banks, so because when I did my background check, I discovered that in those banks, they are the ones that are associated with scams. They are banks that support scamming. So I don't want those banks. So I know them very well. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, come here with me. Let me show you. Let me show you legit digital banks. Let me show you legit digital banks that are having a trading volume of $34 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you legit digital banks that are having a trading volume of $5 billion. I want to show you legit banks that are having a volume of over $4 billion on a daily basis. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the crypto bank of Binance. Yes, here it is. Royal Q trade in Binance. Not only in Binance, it trade in Bybit. Not only in Bybit, it trade in MEXC. You can check out these digital banks if they are available in your region. But I want you to know that people, users that are using these platforms, they rated them and they give them a rate 10 out of 10, meaning you can trust them. Yes, users that are using this platform, they rated them. Can you see this rate? Can you see this rate? So if we are to look for LB Bank here, if we are to look for LB Bank here, I don't know if it even exists. LB Bank, is it here? I saw it somewhere. Aha. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is the LB Bank. I'm not talking bad about it, but look at the rate, 7 out of 10. What happened to the 3? 7 out of 10. What happens to the 3? This is the LB Bank that others are talking in the chat. I don't want to go into detail, but this is the LB Bank, 7 out of 10. Question mark already. What happened to the 3? Why people, they are not trusting this bank? All right. So I was showing you banks that Royal Q is able to trade in. Okay. So they are in the list of the top 10. Can you see how far I scrolled for me to find the LB Bank? Can you see how far I scrolled up to number 48? But the banks that Royal Q trade in, They are within the top 10. So we do have Binance, we do have Bybit, we do have MEX, we do have OKX, we do have Gate.io, we do have Kraken, we do have HTX, Kraken, Gate, OKX, MEX, Bybit, Binance. Can you see all of them? They are within the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. So it means RoyalQ is not night by fly company. It is not night by fly company. Yes, it is not night by fly companies. There is an enemy in the house. Please remove them. Please remove them. There is an intruder in the house. Remove them. They are not here for this. So these are the crypto banks that RoyalQ is able to trade in. So you can rely on these crypto banks. So RoyalQ has got credibility. RoyalQ has got identity. Yes, you can trust RoyalQ because it is trusted with the trusted banks. Aha. Hey, I'm seeing stuff here. Okay, let me mind my business. Let me mind my business because there's someone who wanted to join this business. So let me bring justice to it so that we can call it a night, and I'll allow you to ask some questions. Very important. So here in the crypto bank where you deposit your capital, that's where the RoyalQ trade cryptocurrency. Inside this crypto bank, there is a market called the spot market. In the spot market, whenever the robot buys any cryptocurrency for you so that it can sell, if it happens, I told you that the prices of cryptocurrency, they move up and down. Yes, they move up and down. So if it happens that the bot has bought a cryptocurrency for you, yes. Who are these people who wanted to join the Zoom? Who are these people? I see people want to join the Zoom. Probably they are the ones that are kicked out of the Zoom. Probably they are the ones. My co-host, please verify those entries. Verify them. We don't want intruders here. Verify them before you accept them. Yes. So let me come to the end of this business presentation. Here is the gist. When you employ robot to trade for you, not just robot, but RoyalQ robot, it trade in the spot market. Whenever it buys any crypto for you, you don't need to worry. If the price of that crypto goes down, the RoyalQ robot does not lose position, meaning it does not sell at a loss. It will wait for the price to go up, then it will sell. The other good thing is that if you join RoyalQ does not only trade in the spot market, but also it has brought another profitable market, that is the futures market. So we trade in both the market, the futures market and the spot market. Yes, that is the amazing part of this RoyalQ. So I have already told you that the robot monitors the market for you. It uses live data monitoring. It is a robot without emotions. Yes, this robot, it also calculates. Yes, it calculates whenever it wants to enter the price of any cryptocurrency. It uses quantitative trading, quantification system. Remember, this robot, it is easy to say it. It is easy to say it. Yes. I think I know Muhammad Said. I know Muhammad Said. Yes, you can permit him to enter. I know Muhammad Said. Yes, you can permit him to enter. Yes. So this robot is able to do all this while it is doing it in your own exchange wallet. Right. So I don't want to bomber you with some terminologies when it comes to trading. I just wanted you to know that Royal Q has got a superb trade record. It has got a superb trade record. Why am I saying so? This Royal Q robot, you cannot compare it to any other robot. Let me show you this information right here. This Royal Q robot, you cannot compare it to any other robot. Okay? Okay, it is asking me to log in. I wanted to go to my Royal Q robot. Okay, because of time, I think I should not go there. But let me just share this information with you. When it comes to Royal Q robot, it is different. It is different from any other robot. Yes, it is different from any other robot. I see something happening in the chat. Let me do this. Yes, it seems like I am hacked. Leader Doris, are you here? Can you take the host powers? Can you take the host powers? Can you take the host powers? Someone is using my name here. Someone is using my name here. You see, when you are presenting a legit business,
yeah,
you
Coach
should know that
I'm here.
Yes.
I see.
Please.
I think the person also tried to stop my host powers, but I got it back. So don't worry. I've put things in place. You can continue. Don't worry.
All right. Thank you so much, Leader Doris.
Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a proof. This is a proof that we do have a legit business. When people come and interrupt, yes, when people come, we are not intimidated. Okay, we are not intimidated because we are genuine. We've got nothing to hide. We are not intimidated, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are not intimidated because we are in a legit business. So you can come here and make noise, try to disturb us, but we know who we are. We know our identity. Okay? So we are not going to be moved. Let me finish. I was sharing my screen. Only a host can share screen. Please, can I be allowed to share screen? Or the intruder is still in control? Is the intruder still in control? Let me check. Okay. Leader Doris, you need to take over here. Leader Doris, you need to take over here and give me some co-host powers only. Yes, manage the host and give me only the co-host. Yes, so that I am able to share screen.
Okay, my leader, your co-host now. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So let me wind up, then we're gonna allow you guys to ask questions. I said that we are not intimidated. Yeah, I think Leader Doris, you can just close the chat. I will only need the chat at the end so that I can interact. But for now, just close the chat. Yes, these people, they have got no shame. Yes, if they are hearing me, we are not intimidated by you. We are not afraid of you. Okay? So I'm not going to waste my time talking about you. Let me share my screen so that I can do what I know best. Yes, this is what I know. This is what I know. So let me bring my slides here and then we come to the end of our business presentation. You are a testimony, ladies and gentlemen. You have testified what has happened today. This tells me that this business is legit. And people, they don't want you to change your life. They just want you to always remain where you are. You must be a beggar. when there is a platform that can change your life. So Royal Q has got a superb track record. Yes. What is the superb track record? Royal Q so far in its existence, it has made profit over $185 million in its existence within 4 years. It has made over $185 million for its users. I'm talking of those that come and trade on Royal Q platform. They have profited $185 million by trading on this platform. Not only that, the Royal Q robot is available almost anywhere in the country, over 200 plus countries. You can find this robot. But one outstanding feature about Royal Q, one thing that makes Royal Q unique is that it is security. The security of your funds. I told you, Royal Q does not allow you to deposit your trading capital on the platform. So security is one thing that makes Royal Q unique. Yes, the reason why we always get scammed, it is because we take our money and we give it to the platform. But Royal Q does not allow you to do that. So money, which is your trading capital, it is within your control. So that is the security that Royal Q provides. Because someone is here, someone might be asking, what if Royal Q closes tomorrow? Just like other platforms. So if Royal Q decided to close the platform tomorrow, you've got nothing to lose because your money is not seated on Royal Q. Yes, it is only platforms that allows you to deposit money on them. Then you know that tomorrow you wake up, then you receive a very long grammatic technical writing from the technical team that tells you what has happened and what should you expect. But when it comes to Royal Q, there is nothing like that. So you've got nothing to worry, right? Yes. What is the cost of Royal Q? Does it cost you to trade on Royal Q platform? Yes. Only $120 per year. When you pay your $120, Royal Q gives you the trading platform. It gives you the app that you can use to trade. This 120 is for 12 full months of trading on the platform. Yes. What is the minimum starting capital to trade on Royal Q? As a community who has been doing this business over 4 years, we always recommend at least $100. Yes, at least $100 starting trading capital that you are going to deposit in your own crypto bank. Then Royal Q will be able to use this capital to buy and sell cryptocurrencies and give you profit. So ladies and gentlemen, the first way to earn on Royal Q is by trading. That's why we are talking about trading capital, which is a minimum of $100. Yes. What other things that you need to know about Royal Q? What is it in for Royal Q when Royal Q is trading for you? How does Royal Q sustain itself? It's very important. Don't come to a business without finding out how does this platform make a living. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to know how do they make money. If they say they are going to give you 200%, if they say they are going to give you 10% every week, how do they make that 10% every week? Is it possible? How does it sustain itself? That's why I want you to know that when it comes to Royal Q only shares with you on the profit that it has made for you. When you give the $100 capital to trade with, Royal Q takes the $100 and trade here inside your own exchange wallet. It buys Bitcoin for you. When it sells Bitcoin for you with your $100, it is going to give you profit. The good thing is that you can instruct this robot, give me 1%, give me 2%, give me 3%, give me 4%, depending on how the market or the price of that coin is performing. Because RoyalQ does not control the movement of price, no. But you can command the robot that when you take my $100, when you bring it back, I want 1% profit extra on top. So when RoyalQ takes this capital and then it brings 1% profit, it says we are going to share the 1% profit. The 1% profit. So if it is $2 that it has made for you, RoyalQ is going to take 20% of the $2. You are going to go home with 80% of the $2. That is how RoyalQ sustains itself. It makes a living by trading for you. When it trades for you, it produces results. For it to have a share, it needs to produce results. That's why I am saying RoyalQ platform cannot close. Yes, it cannot close because it needs us to trade on them so that they can earn. While we are earning, they also earn. But we take the biggest share, RoyalQ takes the smallest share only on the results, which is profit. Now, listen to me. When RoyalQ receives the 20%, yes, from the 100, and you remain with 80, RoyalQ takes 20%. When it takes this 20%, now it checks this person who is trading and making profit using us, who brought him or her on the platform? It asks that question. Then it finds out, they say, oh, Mary. It is Mary. According to our system, it is Mary who brought this guy who is making profit. Then RoyalQ says, Mary, we have just collected 20% from the person you brought on the platform from his trading results. So we want to share with you. So RoyalQ takes a share of this 20% and gives it to Mary. So every time this particular trader is making profit, RoyalQ takes 20%. When it takes 20%, it always looks for Mary. Mary, we have made another 20% from that guy. Come and collect your share. So each and every time that this particular person that was brought by Mary is trading and making profit, Mary will never stop earning from RoyalQ. There is a passive income that Mary is going to have because of bringing this person, and this person is making profit using RoyalQ. So I'm simply saying on RoyalQ platform, you can earn by trading. Not only trading, you can also earn by bringing others to trade on the platform. When they trade on the platform, RoyalQ collects 20% gas fees, then it shares with you non-stop as long as this particular person is trading. Isn't it that amazing? Isn't it that amazing? It's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. So as I conclude, I want to conclude this way. I want to conclude this way, that in our community, currently, we have been trading on RoyalQ platform, and we have tested different strategies on how to trade. Yes, this system of RoyalQ has taught us that we can trade in different strategies. Then we said that if we are to trade on this platform called RoyalQ and we develop a strategy, can't we have the objective of the strategy? So we decided that we cannot allow, yes, we cannot allow people that are new in the business to struggle using this platform. No, we're going to help them. We're going to assist them so that they can trade on the platform and benefit. to the extent that we help them to pick which coins they can trade using the RoyalQ platform. And we recommend that you can start small and win big. Yes. So can you imagine? I just want you to imagine. I was saying that you can start with $100 trading capital. And then whenever the robot trades for you, you instruct the robot, give me 3% of my $100. Every time it buys, it should give you 3%. If you are trading in the futures section, you say, give me 1% of my $100. So if we can have a roughly calculation, ladies and gentlemen, yes, if we can have a roughly calculation, this is our $100 capital that we are giving it to the RoyalQ robot to use it as capital. Then every time the RoyalQ buys, we are saying, give us 3%. Whenever you bring my capital, bring me 3% extra. So what about if we are to embark on a journey? We said we are looking for a certain amount of trades. Let's say we are saying we want the robot to buy and sell 300 times. Yes, we want the robot to go to the market and buy and sell how many times? 300 times. Each and every time it brings 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%. You can decide and say, no, 3% is too much. I just want 1%. There is a guy here from Namibia. From day one, he joined RoyalQ. He's not a greedy guy. He only collects 1%. Only 1%. Only. If I was having time, I could invite him here so that you know that you choose how much you want from the market. So this guy said, no, I don't want 3%. I only want 1. It's enough for me. So he only collected 1%, 1%, 1%. So can you imagine if you tell this robot that I want 300 times you go to the market, when you come back from the market with my $100, I want 3%. So can you imagine 300 times? Yes, using $100, it brings 3%. If we are to calculate at the journey of the 300 successful trades, remember, this is not the amount of days. This is not the amount of months. This is not the amount of weeks. No, it is the amount of trades that the robot is going to do, and then it brings 3% on every single trade. So if you embark on this journey, you are not rushing anywhere. You are just patient. You believe in the business. You believe in cryptocurrency. Then you trade with RoyalQ so that it can give you desired results. At the end of these 300 times, can you see how much is appearing here? How much is appearing there? Yes, we want to admit that we do not control the market. Sometimes the market can go against us. But what we love about this business, we do not give our money to anyone, and the robot does not sell in a loss. We can be floating, but floating is better than to be what? Yes, floating is better than for us to be scammed. Yes, floating is better than to be scammed. So we remain patient with the robot. We can work on our capital. But what we know of is that whatever the robot has bought is still within our control. That gives us comfort. That gives us peace. That makes us to go to bed and sleep peacefully, knowing that our capital is in our own control. So ladies and gentlemen, if this is what you have been looking for, if this is what you want, then we want to welcome you. Come and join us. We are going to hold your hand. We're going to teach you step by step. We're going to give you the necessary information that you need for you to excel in this cryptocurrency trading business. You are going to trade at your own pace. We're going to provide services that you may need. All the training that you need for you to succeed, they are already in place for you to go through them. As long as you are willing to be with us, we are also willing to stick with you. Ladies and gentlemen, this comes to the end of my sharing this evening. Yes, this comes to the end of my sharing this evening. I don't know how best can we control the chat so that I can engage with you. I don't know how we can control the chat so that I can engage with you, understanding that we do have enemies here. Actually, they are not our enemies because there is a big enemy behind them. They don't want these people to do legit business. The enemy is using them. So they are not our real enemies. We know our real enemy, ladies and gentlemen. So we are not to consider them as our enemies, no. Because they decided to give their mindset to a certain power that controls them. A power that has got no mercy when it comes to human beings. Yes. All right. They say the chat will be opened so that you can ask your questions. All right. So let me allow you, ladies and gentlemen, to ask your questions in the chat. So I am stopping to share my screen so that I can take some questions. Please, I'm sure by now the chat is opened so that you can come and type your questions. If you are going to see any intruder typing nonsense, then I think we are going to deal with it. Yes. So you can come in the chat and ask questions, and we're gonna be able to answer those questions. Yes. You can come in the chat. You can come in the chat. You can come in the chat. They say the chat is open. The chat is open. Come in the chat and ask your question. Come in the chat and ask your question. The chat is open now. The chat is open now. You can come in the chat and ask your question. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? We are not hiding anything here. We are not hiding anything here. We are not hiding anything here. Yes, we are not hiding anything here. We are not hiding anything here. You can ask your questions before we call it a night. We can ask, you can ask your questions before we call it a night. Yes. All right. All right. People, they are saying that the business presentation was clear. They don't have any question. Yes. Okay. They are saying also you can raise your hand if you want to ask your question under the microphone. You can raise your hand if you want to come and ask your question on the microphone. Yes, you can just raise your hand and it is going to be acknowledged and then questions will be taken. Yes. Yes, yes. Come in the chat and ask your questions. Ladies and gentlemen, the one who is in us is bigger than the one who is outside there. I want those people to know that the one who is in us is bigger. Yes, we are not afraid at all. They can come and destabilize our presentation, but they should know that we are a winning team. We are a winning team. Yes, we're not going to allow people that are working hard, people that are suffering with poverty, when they bring their penny, they give it to people that are merciless. Yes. What's going on here? Am I still in the Zoom?
Yes,
Am I
my
still
leader.
here?
You are still here. We can hear you.
Okay, all right. Yes. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Any other questions? All right. So I don't think there's a question. Oh, okay. There are people that are asking about their Binance account. Yes, yes. I heard a voice.
Oh, I wanted to say there is a question in the comment section.
Okay. Okay, I'm only answering questions that has to do with the business presentation. Any question pertaining to trading, it will be handled tomorrow during another session about trading. All right. Now I'm talking to the community. If you are a trader already on RoyalQ platform and you are having a problem with trading with your robot, setting up your trading, managing your wallet and capital, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a session for that, which is tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So I just want only questions that has to do with the business presentation. How do I get started? Okay. How much capital do I need to start with? Something like that. How do I open my bank account of crypto like Binance, HTX, something like that? Yes. Yes, we do have another business presentation that is on Wednesday. Yes, on Wednesday, we are having a business presentation like today. So our business presentation days, it is Monday and Wednesday. All right, Monday and Wednesday. Those are our meetings for business presentation. Yes. So tomorrow in the morning, I'm not sure, is it in the morning or in the evening, we're going to have a session about trading, right? Yeah. So communication will be done in our different platforms. Communication will be done in our different platforms where we share our Zoom links. All right. So you are going to see the time there. We normally post it an hour before time. Yes, an hour before time. Yes. Leader Doris, we are not worried about scammers. What do they benefit after all when they come and scam this platform called Zoom? What do they benefit? When they come and hack my name and they use it on Zoom while I am there, what do they benefit? Because my community knows me. My community knows me. So what do they benefit? I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Just a waste of time. Imagine you left your family. I don't know whether you've got a family. You left your family and you come here and you disturb people. What kind of a human being are you? sometimes I just laugh. You come here, you buy data, you charge your gadget, then you come here and hack somebody's Zoom account. You cannot even come on the microphone. You just disturb the chat. What type of an animal are you now? Okay, guys, I just want to appreciate you. Let me thank you, guys. Yes, despite all the interruptions we had, but I just want to thank you that you remained patient until to the end of the business presentation. Yes, you remained patient until you have come to this end with us. It means you know what you want in your life. You know what you really need in your life. Yes, so I want to thank you for doing that. If this is what you have been looking for, please go to the person who invited you to come and attend this business presentation. They will help you on how to get started. Mind you, you should not allow your money to leave your pocket. Whoever is going to help you get started, do not allow them to ask money from you. RoyalQ does not take money from you. Yes, RoyalQ does not take your trading capital. You give them the 120, they give you the robot. The rest is in your control. That's all. Okay? Yes, so whoever invited you here, they should not take money from you. They are not a representative of Royal Q. They are also traders like me and you. Okay? Yes. So thank you so much. Allow me to hand over the microphone to Leader Doris. Then we are going to call it a night. I see Leader Doris, Leader Preshi, they are on the call. I cannot leave without allowing them to say one or two. Then they end the Zoom on our behalf. And I wish you guys a blessed night, a blessed morning, a blessed afternoon until we meet again on Wednesday for another business presentation. We love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Over to you, my leaders on the call.
Wow. Leader Pressy, please, do you have something to say?
No,
Kindly unmute.
Leader Doris. I
Okay.
just want to say thank you so much, Coach
Okay.
Mopiwa. That was very powerful. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's all from my side.
Wow, thank you so much. Guys, let's show some love to Coach Mopiwa. Let's show some love. Show some love. Use the reactions. Clap, 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 clap. He's done a wonderful presentation, and I believe all of us benefited from it, both the users of Royal Q and also the prospects who we invited. And we hope to see you on board so that we can all make money together. Over here, it's financial freedom. You are not giving your hard-earned money to anybody. You are in control over your capital, and we have dedicated and selfless leaders that are willing to guide you on how to use the Royal Key robot. So hopefully tomorrow morning, early in the morning, we are having our technical analysis. Make sure you don't miss it. If you miss today's own, check out the YouTube channel so that you can get the recorded version from there. If you missed this morning's Zoom meeting by Leader Emmanuel, you should also check out. So tomorrow there will be two meetings, two in the morning, but in the evening we will have our private meetings with our team members. So leaders, God bless you for joining in. I really appreciate Coach Mo. May God bless you for the great work you are doing in the community. We really appreciate. So have a lovely night. God be with you all. And don't forget, there are scammers all over. So watch out, watch out, watch out. You see what happened this evening? It even confirms that what they are doing, it's real, right? So guys, let's move. Thank you. Bye-bye. The YouTube channel, you can get it on our various groups, okay? Or ask your upline. They will direct you because we can't share it here. All right. Bye-bye. Love you all. Good night.
All right, bye. Good night.
Hello, boss.
Bye-bye. Good
Hello, boss.
night.
Good night, my leader. God bless you so much for the wonderful
Good night from South Sudan.
Hello,
Good
boss.
night.
Maybe I think
Night.
they